I had 6 of these wooden blocks left over from a previous project. I got these from Dollar Tree. So first things first, I'm using some brown acrylic paint and a baby wipe to apply this brown acrylic paint all throughout the wooden blocks. And I like using the baby wipe to apply this brown paint on because it leaves you with a wood stain finish without using any harsh chemicals that are inside of wood stain. Allow those to completely dry. Look at how pretty they are. Next, I went over one of the blocks with Waverly chalk paint in the color Ocean. You could use any blue chalk paint or acrylic paint. All I did was cover one side, let that dry, and then I got this star stencil off of Amazon. Just cut up a Dollar Tree sponge, found a good placement for the stencil, and used a piece of blue painter's tape to hold it down. And then just dab some Waverly chalk paints in the color Plaster on that sponge, dab off any excess, and just begin dabbing that chalk paint with light dabbing motions. Peel that off and let it completely dry. And then for the other 5, I'm using Waverly chalk paint in the color Crimson. And again, I'm only painting one side of these boxes and then allow that to completely dry. And then just went over that with Waverly chalk paint in the color Plaster and just created some white stripes. Now this doesn't have to be painted perfectly. However, if you want to use some tape to create straighter lines, you could do that as well. Once that is all dry, I just went around all of the blocks and just sanded around the edges just to give it more of a weathered look. Now you could leave these blocks separately and just kind of stack them on top of each other. But I ended up gluing mine. So I just used some hot glue and just used that to hold all of these blocks together. And then once those were glued together, I grabbed some raffia, just placed it down, making sure that all the strands are put together. And then I just placed the blocks right on top, tied it off at the top of the wooden blocks, added some hot glue to make sure that raffia will stay in place, and then grabbed some more raffia and just created a small bow out of it, and then just hot glued that to the top left part, and then just added a little bit more hot glue underneath the raffia on the bottom of these blocks just to, again, make sure that raffia is not going anywhere. And look at how adorable this is. I think this came out so cute. Again, these were just some leftover wooden blocks that I already had. I hope this inspires you guys to create your own in your own special way. If it did, please be sure to sprinkle the love. Thank you so, so much, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.